Hello everyone and welcome back to Trackside Travels. I'm Chatu, your friendly train nerd. Today's ride takes us aboard one of the Victoria's most charming hidden treasures, the Bellarine Rail Heritage. Queenscliff station, it felt like time had frozen. The beautiful old signages, vintage clock, and the red engine waiting like it rolled out of 1920s. As someone who lives for these kind of moments, I'll be sharing not just a ride, but what worked, what didn't, and how this railway brings history alive through people and places. So hop aboard and let's discover what to make a Bellarine Railway more than just a tourist attraction, but a storytelling experience on rail. Every inch of the train was a sensory feast. Timberline cabins, the worn leather seats, the brass fixtures. The windows were wide open, and the sea breeze mixed with the hum of diesel engine as we rolled along the Swan Bay. This kind of train ride that makes your heart beat slower in a very good way. About halfway through the ride, the train pulled into Laker Sliding, and it was like stepping into a living postcard. We hopped off for a quick stop and found a little weatherboard hut just 6.5 feet square, smaller than my wardrobe. Believe it or not, it was a town original post office back in 1873, handling both mail and telegraph messages. It's wild to think something so small once played a big role in keeping rural communities connected. And here's the thing, it was just a sight of it stuck with me. It was everything else. The soft hiss of the steam from the red engine, the crunch of the gravel from my boots, and the smell of diesel in air. Every sense give a story of every part of this moment. This wasn't just a stop, it was a moment where time slowed down and history didn't feel like something in a museum. This felt so alive. Let's talk about the ride, what really worked and what might need a bit of trackside tune-up. First up, theming. They nailed it. From the moment you stepped onto the platform, you are immersed. The staff uniform, the historic decors, even the analog clock, they don't just take you back in time, they anchor you in absolute legend. The volunteers, their passion, their storytelling, it turned a simple train ride into a living museum on wheels. Also, if we talk about the areas to improve, interaction. Once the ride began, the magic dipped. There wasn't too much chatter from the staff, no stories or Q&A sessions during the journey. Imagine how engaging it would be if the staff would have a short narration, or better yet, pop into the driver's cabin for a quick photo or a peek at the control. Second one, memorabilia. A real letdown. The Swania shop was closed. No tickets, no postcards, not even a branded pen to take home. For something that hype a nostalgia. This was a major missed opportunity. There are few more suggestions that I can give. Now, here what we could really shine. An option, audio general guide, either on your phone or piped into the carriage, could add depth without disrupting the vibe. A photo in the driver cabin wearing a vintage train master cap? Yes, please. Why not? Ticket at the gate, not just a keepsake, but a memory you can touch. Also, we can reopen and restock the Swania shop. We can take branded hats, mugs, even tiny model trains that work. And maybe even themed photo booth with costumes to match the era. That would be a huge hit with the families and school groups. Also, especially when I went to Lake Sliding, I thought of if I had a tea service here, how would it be? It would be great, right? Yes, so I recommend that too. So, with just few thoughtful touches, the Bellarine Railway could transform into five-star heritage experience and welcome even more delightful passengers aboard. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel.